They got everything they want. They're playing, you know, there's worlds where they're playing maybe 9Z in this game for qualifications. They're playing potentially a weaker opponent. There's a lot of reasons to believe that sAw are going to qualify based on everything we've seen so far.
Yeah, what I find really exciting though is that the top 4 in this qualifier, at a minimum, this top 4 was a top 4 that should have been. I think 9Z, 3Max,
Yeah.
9Z and sAw were definitely favorites, and then you had 3Max and Bait on the extremity, but they were still the other top 2s. So I'm really glad we are seeing the best teams perform. Now it's really exciting. 3Max, they've done amazing to get here. They sent 9Z to lower bracket. They were so close to qualifying from Katowice as the first seed, but threw it all away in the last few rounds of Nuke. Now they go on to Dust2. They beat Bait on Dust2 yesterday. It took a lot of heavy lifting, but they still got over the line. However, sAw also beat 9Z on it. So both teams in form on this map. And now here we go. The final game of the qualifier. Loser gets eliminated. There's no third chance from this. And a Rosdos, well, that's a great start. A one tap with the Jewel Berettas. Not normally something you tend to see. However, because he falls quite easily, there's actually so much space now given up to 3D Max as they can wrap towards B.
Story needs to push fast, doesn't he? UJerk's on his lonesome. Can anybody take contact before this B site's completely surrounded? No. This almost feels impossible already. That is a good kill. Graffiti caught out in the open. As that bomb now gets planted, an infamously hard retake is the B-bomb site on Dust2. No kits for this CT side, and now losing tunnels. Surely, this is now too hard. How does MUTiRiS force one-on-ones? Lucky's gone. An opportunity. 20 seconds remaining now. MUTiRiS needs this fight. Needs the duel. Jocko swings wide. We're running out of ammo here, and MUTiRiS wins it. That's an unlikely round. A very unlikely round. sAw have just conjured some magic.
Wasn't the last time we saw sAw, MUTiRiS also got a clutch on the pistol round? On Ancient against Namiga? I feel like that was the case, right? Like, he got a 1 versus 2.
I've watched too many rounds, man.
Yeah, MUTiRiS got, he's a pistol round clutcher, but 3D Max, like, I don't know, that round was set up for them. 4 versus 3 on the post plant, or on a post plant on the B bomb site. How are you losing that?
Yeah.
Like, you trade out perfectly in middle. You have the right call. I really hope this isn't foreshadowing the future of this map. Like, are we just going to see sAw prove they're the better team and 3D Max not be given a, like, just not allowed to take any advantages?
It's the 2v1 that confuses me. Tunnels and Xbox.
Yeah.
That is near on unwinnable. Really hard, because it's so hard to kill one player without the other swinging and taking contact. Just because Lucky peaks before MUTiRiS has to come onto the side proper, that MUTiRiS can get one-on-ones. So maybe a few small errors. Sometimes you can chalk that up to it being a pistol round, and that for me is
Sure.
potentially what could be a bright spot moving forwards, is that maybe now the guns are out, we're going to see cleaner play.
Jocko was a unicorn for us yesterday. He had like 8 ADR in 9 rounds, and then decided to become the best player of all time on Nuke. That was very amusing. MUTiRiS, however, as we get back into this map, he gets spotted on Goose, but then just swings and gets the fight. Issue is, Roman, his support has fallen. That means MUTiRiS, realistically, one was best case scenario. Has achieved that. UJerk's quick rotation. Is he going to try jump up? Try get something big gimmicky? No. Instead, he plays a long game towards ramp. How has he gotten away with that first kill for free? Exorcise. Oh my god, sit down. UJerk's flies through the sky. And that is just no respect being given.
That's a huge recovery. 3D Max is a clean opener. There's only 2 on A when they actually are executed. It's all UJerks. MUTiRiS as well actually chiming in a big way, so deserves his plaudits too. So sAw survive, but if I'm 3D Max, I'm buying again, and they will. More AKs out, Exorcise onto the scouts. I find it so amusing that it's not Maka on is actually ecstasy. So why not? He's feeling it.
Has he got a spawn? Yeah, okay, he's got mid-ish.
I think honestly, he just likes using it.
Okay.
If I had to guess, yeah. I wouldn't expect him to AWP when they have the money. That would be quite the surprise if he did.
Hear me out. How about IOR? Yesterday we saw, like, honestly a big lack of AWPs on Dust 2. It really surprised me. Today, though, we literally have one in the first, I wouldn't say gun round, but I don't know. 3D is still playing like a force buy game. Whereas sAw have full rifles AWP out because the SMG kills keeping 2 alive and then the 2 saved AKs. Story, though, they're not going to expect this AWP. This is the easiest shot of his life. Great first kill. Going for a re-peek. It's very brazen, but he doesn't get punished for it. He doesn't get anything more, but he gets the information. That almost is more important. Lucky, his lurks yesterday were sublime alongside Ecstasies. UJUX, though, very aware this is a possibility. Now, here comes the pressure towards long. 3D Max trying to scale up. However, Alan, as soon as they get onto this bomb site, all hell will be let loose because everybody is here for sAw. And I think, yeah, this is not a great position to be in for 3D Max. A save is it's best case scenario with 2 AKs and a Galil, but what it does do is potentially force in another purchase in the next round, which means that sAw could run away with a few of these early few rounds.
Yeah, I don't think Ecstasies here is a degree in accountancy because he'd be better off just running in and dying than saving this. This is pointless. Might as well just gone for another kill. Right. Well. That didn't go well for 3D Max. Had no options. Got to be long, and I guess they just saw so much util from the CD side. They thought, this is impossible.
Yeah.
This is impossible.
I hate this purchase. This is nightmare fuel for me. I'm not gonna. They've dropped Ecstasies a scout. He's dropped Jocko the Galil, and they've actively given him a scout. I love it. He's not the author.
Well, this round he has the glass because he can't buy it off.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Yeah. Oh my god.
He had to stay on it. He had no option. Is this a redeemable? Okay. But yeah, I mean, when you save like 3D Max just did, is your money so out of balance. It was a pick your poison scenario. They weren't going to win the round, but they're relying so much here on hitting shots, and Story's going to get so many opportunities, surely, because this isn't the use to take him off angles. Now they know where he is. If I'm 3D Max, I'm a... What?
Okay.
Okay, Story goes down. That is massive. When they have no nades, removing the AWP from the server is game-changing for the T side. It might get picked up. It does by Rosdos, but that is a huge entry in a round where they don't have a lot of options.
He's been tagged as well. Look at Roman, though. Look how aggressive he is on long. This could be the round-winning play. Oh, no. It's a very ropey interaction where Jocko short only survives on 7 HP, but that's still now a 2-man advantage. Here comes the attack towards A. sAw, the rotations are good. Everybody is here. Rostos is shooting everything, including his own teammates. Lucky at long range with the Tech 9 brings them even lower than they already were. Ecstasies with the scout is still succeeding, and UJUX now in a very uncomfortable position. This round, it's crazy. But 3D Max seem to look like they want to come out on the other side. 5 HP, surely he doesn't win this. And yeah, Lucky, on any timing, he wins out of this duel. UJUX still yet to reload his AK, and there it is. The Tech 9 nails a headshot at long range, and the AK gets shot towards him.
That was carnage. That's absolutely crazy. Team kill to boot, why not? And it almost worked for sAw. Those end engagements with the player in CT for 3D Max were just mad. Absolutely mad. And the reason he doesn't peek is because he thinks, well, he rightly knew that UJUX could be in CT holding him. Okay. So quick pause for sAw. It's a painful round to lose. And you know, we hate to call people out for mechanical stuff, but Story has really struggled to hit shots. Whilst putting himself in position where he's exposed. Not this time. Just the rifle for him. But, bit of a lifeline, I guess, for 3D Max.
I don't think sAw really know what just happened, because I also thought they were winning out that kind of interaction on the A-bomb site. What, 3 versus 5, sure. But you had 2 low HG players on 3D Mags, and sAw won out the opening kills, but then it's Lucky's lurk that transforms all the fortunes. And I love how he's still lurking on a Tech 9. So for anyone watching, make sure to keep out a very beady eye on both Ecstasies and Lucky, because they're going to continue just being really annoying and kind of like continue pestering sAw. However, we're still in a 4-spy world. Neither team has any money. It's a 5 versus 5 in a minute. However, Graffiti has taken a lot of damage to a good place grenade.
I want a Little Mermaid parody song where it's not a whole new world, it's a 4-spy world.
It's a 4-spy world.
Exactly. Something like that.
Filled with chaos and madness.
These are my dreams. My dreams, as always, get crushed and brutalized, just like this defense of sAw. That has not gone well for Story. One for Roman, but he might be better off just saving this rifle. I am surprised MUTiRiS is feeling so inspired to get this near the site. Yep, back off, lads. No chance here.
Question is, are we going to see an eco? Will MUTiRiS and Story eco? Or do we just continue? Maybe with the fact 4 players stay alive, I would assume not. That's also another round where it's not as active, but that's a lurk from Lucky in middle. Like, that's still holding the rotations. That's still him holding extremities. And normally we see him just like peeking through long doors or whatever. But they try to take the fight early on short and try to get behind quickly. And that's him already succeeding another time, very early stages. I feel like for sAw, like, they shut him down the first round in the first gun round. Like, they know he's going to be there. I'd be very worried if we see that be a continuation. I'm also excited to see if we see a 3B setup from sAw, like Bait were doing so much yesterday. Like, is this a gamble read that Bait were also right about?
Okay, aggression from MUTiRiS. 2 teammates in tow. Maka seems to be aware, as does Lucky. MUTiRiS gone. So rifle dropped. Roman finds one himself. This game's given away. This bomb can just sprint up long towards A if they want to go in that direction. Maybe they're going to work this out. They're going to stick around long for really an extended period here, dropping more guns on the ground. Bomb now will be planted, but if I'm sure, I think I'm going to go for this. I'm buying the next anyway. Why not?
Especially because of how much time is being taken off the clock with these Molotovs onto the bomb side. They faked a lot of presence that 2 players are short. And I think this is a really cool rotation from MUTiRiS and Roman. Rostos has thrown a 3rd Molotov onto the bomb site. How many Molos do they have? They're just being spawned in short. And look at this now. The rotation around towards CT. We've got a man advantage. Jocko is kind of isolated on the site. Roman's going to boost up, eliminate him. Ecstasies is too far away to really have any say in this round. And Roman just denies anything. sAw, that's a perfect 3 versus 3.
That's my boy. For those that didn't see some of saw's earlier games in this qualifier, Roman has consistently been playing well. And they made that look easy. They carried 2 rifles into the previous round. A couple guys were full ecoing. What a retake. And 3D Max, I said it in the moment, but I really believe that once they figured out what was going on, just sprint up long with the bomb. But they lost more guns than they needed to. And that is a big dent to their economy, isn't it? Thank God MUTiRiS here on the boost has made it a man advantage. Story is trained. Looking to even that up. Smoke surely holds him at bay.
Timing. Oh, okay.
He's too smart.
Good trade. That was really nice timing from Story, because he waits for UJUX to come back, and it actually favors the CT side, because 3D Max then think it's safe, so they start moving forward. However, it's all a ruse. Early trades back and forth, but I think this favors the T side ultimately. There is a bit more of a gap in the defense. MUTiRiS, they try and test him and Roman. 3D Max have just walked through a smoke on short. What was the game plan there?
I wonder if they heard long nades at the start and thought it was one pit, one car or something. Because sAw were perfectly positioned. sAw were actually in a really tough spot on A. They had no long control. They weren't deep into short with vision on kind of the mid area. They were all the way back on site, just sitting behind their smoke. That is the one thing 3D Max could have done in terms of an A approach that would have caused them problems. Yeah, it's unfortunate. They must have had some sort of read that was incorrect about where those CTs were positioned. And that is a real shame, because as I'm saying, sAw were not well positioned for a more standard sort of take. So, in a series where 3D Max needs to get a lot of their decisions right, it's a shame the way the last 2 rounds have gone.
Especially when the last round was opening killed in 5 seconds. They're like, okay, guys, we got a good start. Oh, no, we've been traded. Oh, no, they're set up perfectly. He popped now. Tech 9s. Denied by UJUX. Oh, he just holds a spray. Lucky's forced through a Molotov. Smoke as well deep. This is a non-starter for 3D Max. A gimmicky play with the low buy. And unfortunately, they literally get nothing. Obviously, as I say that, MUTiRiS gets drive-byed with the Tech 9s. But that should be where the success is limited now.
Roman.
Yeah.
Too easy. Too easy. Let's go. sAw are having a field day. 6-2. For a lot of this half, they didn't have much money because of the razor-tight nature of the rounds, but now they are building up a reserve. And 3D Max's job has only got harder. I also question what they're going to do when they stop getting opening kills. It can happen forever. Mac again going for the peak, but nobody home this time around. Whew.
Okay. Oh, that's the second time now in 3 rounds that Story's won out the duel on Maka. So the AWPer for 3D Max has not been allowed any space. And we were maybe critiquing Story in part, but he's definitely stepping up now with those very impactful duels. Okay, this is the read I would assume then for 3D Max. Jocko's taken all of this space up A alongside Exorcies, and there it is. They capitalize because Story just doesn't anticipate them to be scaling as close as they are. 4 versus 4, even though they lost the opening kill, they now can play a post plant with a lot of advantages.
Fortune shows his hand in this round. They saw Story mid. They said he's probably not posted on Catwalk. Somewhat correct. The Story was looking towards long instead. Jocko 2 fast kills. This retake is stopped in its tracks before it ever gets engaged.
Yeah.
3rd round for 3D Max. Still in this.
So like tiny micro detail from Jocko. When he takes that first contact on that first kill, he slightly adjusts himself, and that catches off the trade from sAw. So if there was ever a worry in that round, Jocko denies it. And this is the performance we saw from him come out on Nuke yesterday, now starting to be shown a little bit on the server. There must be a read somewhere there for 3D Max, because they obviously went for that play a couple rounds ago. And I think both of us had a few question marks, but you were like, well, there must have been a read. That was the round where the read pays off. And that's sAw getting an opening kill, but not able to convert the advantage. So 3D Max have really given themselves a lifeline here. And also, if they double down, that's going to break the economy of sAw and make this half a lot more contestable. And potentially, the French squad might be vying for a 6-6 half.
No warp this time for Maka. He's had enough. Rifle instead. He's a nade onto Jocko. You take those. And very early
Sort of
control.
had good nades.
As soon as we call story out, positioning early round seems to be impeccable. Always in the right place at the right time. 3D Max did not expect the AWP to be in that position. Trying to use the little information they have to wrap onto B. 2 fast kills go their way. It's only a Rosdos on this side of the map, and he is not alive for long. Just need to get this bomb up the ramp and into B, and a bomb planter will be secured. There we go. Bomb planted. 2v2. You certainly favour the T's being this bomb site.
Really important that Story's been able to pick up a rifle here. This has made this a lot more plausible for sAw. Both retaking together. Maka, first contact, nails. Reswing, perfect. Yeah, a really nice bait and switch being initiated by Lucky and Maka. And it all starts off perfectly when Maka just lands that first headshot.
Done a lot of hard work here for 3D Max because I was back on terms after losing a bit of a harrower earlier in this half. Finally forcing pistols onto this sAw side. We certainly shouldn't expect much from a sAw given as they bought into this one. Guess eyes on MUTiRiS. Maybe conjure something up.
I have a pet peeve. Playing ecos like this. As in, we're very spread out. I don't know if you have... I guess there's definitely a gimmick here.
The problem with Dust2, Freddy, is that the T's can see the cross. So, if you don't cross with 2 players, they're going to go to the side that's exposed.
Oh,
so you kind of stuffed is the problem. Unless you play near mid, you haven't got any other option. Or I guess you could buy a smoke and smoke the cross. Case for that.
Yeah, they've got 2,400 loss bonus, so money's going to be a little bit tight. And I like how they have 5 USPs, because UJOX can drop an AWP next round as well. And we've been praising Story's opening kills and his kind of early positioning a few rounds, so having that AWP out in the final rounds is good. I do like this aggression towards tunnels, and it pays off. That's actually really nice. UJOX gets a kill, so he's definitely going to be able to drop an AWP next round now. He's dead, though. Yeah, he's like, oh, there, they've just const out middle. Okay, no more worries for 3D Max now. Bomb goes down. Story, Roman, and MUTiRiS. Any gimmicks, any solo kills, any wanderers being taken advantage of. Wow, that was a nice shot.
No is the answer to your questions.
Yeah, no. It was I guess we're just hitting the headshots. Okay, sAw. They've been... This is the second day in a row where Dust2 has been picked into them. And this could be also a repeat of a 6-6 half. sAw was 6-6, 6-6 against 9Z, and then a double overtime, so...
I've got places to be, don't say that.
It's keeping on trend, that's all I'm saying.
If 3D Max can get 6 out of this, 5 is already good. If they can get 6 out of this half, that is quite a recovery, given the economic straits they were in earlier. I'm already quite impressed. See them keep it going. Missed long corner smoke from Jocko. Fortunately for him, doesn't seem to have had an impact. As sAw favor just giving that control. Story again. He's just been Macca's bane the entire time. Macca just cannot position in a way that keeps him alive against Story.
I mean, there's an argument to be made of Macca has died top mid every single time. Like, this is not difficult for Story. And also, look at this. A Rostos is deep in tunnels. Worst comes to worst, MUTiRiS is also lower tunnels. So sAw, in this player advantage, are in such a good position to succeed. And because time's, I think, ticking off, a Rostos is playing a pixel angle where he can just drop the smoke and fall back. Now, MUTiRiS is being baited in perfectly. He hears all of this. Yeah, he hears them running back. And with all this mid control, sAw control the rotations, and they can swiftly move over towards this A bomb site at a minute's notice. And yeah, there's B clear. We're all going A now.
Yeah, so MUTiRiS will loop back into mid. The catwalk players that were off cat now think about playing the site proper. And it's so much easier to play this site if you have no worries of mid or catwalk. No. Smoke goes down front site to buy more space to play with. The whole time MUTiRiS is looking for his flank. Decent damage on the Story, but he's not dead yet. And that's all that really matters. MUTiRiS pulls off his flank. 7 in the end for sAw. It's a lead. Stumble a little bit, but it's still a lead. Can they get it done? Find out in a moment.
On 3D Max's map pick, sAw take the lead in the first half. They now go on to their T side 7-5, and realistically, there was a world where they probably could have extended that even further. It's felt like they've been in the driver's seat for this whole map. And I feel like that might continue the same way, but 3D Max, here comes the pressure being applied very early on the CT side. Running up middle with the pistols. They don't find anything, and now have to fall back into their default.
Always feels jarring to see such a slow round. Okay, that changes. So I'm here for the spice. Right. Bit of mid control. Mid B smoke is down, but this is somewhat of a ruse. Maka will call that bluff. Starts to move back. Jocko makes it 2. What else have you got? No more. It's a beautiful duo of frags, but ultimately, we're still in a 3-on-3, not for long, and Roslos finds another. Jocko's got to be looking at his teammates saying, guys, can you hit a shot? I've given you guys a perfect opportunity, and now it's just Lucky and Graffiti. Maybe there's a kit somewhere to be found. They can't get one, they're running out of time. No armor here for Graffiti, and wow, after Jocko's incredible shots, they find nothing.
You can tell Jocko was feeling himself there. Like he goes for the re-swing after those first 2 kills. He's like, they're all dead short. And I can imagine sAw as well. Like, oh my god, we've just lost 2 players. Oh my god, oh my god. But okay, yeah, I'm kind of shocked that round went so poorly after such a good start. Graffiti never activates towards long. Literally the last player to take contact. And he was long the whole time. He was just waiting eagerly for a lurk and isn't rewarded for any of his patience. In the end, it's actually diminished the chances for 3D Max. Very individualistic, it felt like after Jocko gets those 2 kills. It just all fell apart. And for sAw winning out a 3 versus 5 in the pistol round, now taking a 3-round lead and going to be up against an eco, I'm starting to get a little bit scared for the French side.
And remember, they had the opportunity to ban Nuke. They decided to ban sAw's Burma ban. They really hate Mirage that much. So, they might be down. And they certainly are. But, I'm looking for a positive, but there is no positive. They have to win this map. You can't go into Nuke map down. sAw are one of the best Nuke teams in the world. And 3D Max far from it at the moment. Even rounds like this, I need damage. I need 3-4 players dead on sAw. I need to know that they can get reset and forced into a double eco down the line. Every kill is important.
They might actually potentially walk into the stack here. Mid to B smoke. But no, same theme as the pistol round. It's a lie. We need sAw to go B. If we want this game to be contestable, we need to see sAw go B here and 3D Max get a few kills. Unfortunately, it's going to be the opposite as we scale up short. We were talking about the veto quite a bit, and you just touched on it there. A lot of things in this veto point towards 3D Max having to win out Dust2. They need to win their map pick. And so far, it's not looking great.
Yeah, unfortunately, the in-game dial isn't swinging that way. I have to feel for them in this round. Is it a B fake into an A hit for sAw and 3D Max thinking, oh, yes. They're coming right into the stack, but no. No, no, no. MUTiRiS, one step ahead. And, yeah. Saving pistols at this point. The point of doing that is beyond me, but why not? Pretty much.
Alan, but the P250.
They should pause.
3D Max did just pause. They paused going into the second round, so I'd assume that pause was for this round, and they also took that eco to talk about things, right?
You'd hope so. Be something constructive. Let's see if they open up in anything but a default way. For now, it is a very default stance. Standard long take. Saw here the long takes. They're like, okay, we're going to clear mid fast. Nice small protocols. That's how you play Dust2, guys. If you're playing at home in your open teams, literally all you have to do, send your long player long at the start. He calls what he hears. And you can pretty much suss what's going on the map from there.
So, okay, so 3D Max has long control, Saw of mid control. They're also applying pressure towards B through a Rosdos. And it looks like MUTiRiS will want to re-smoke mid to B potentially to keep that pressure. But in the meantime, the majority of forces are going to come through the tunnels. Luckily for 3D Max, they have 2 players on the bomb site. Issue is, that is it. Lucky is calling a bluff. Lucky thinks they're going short. So now, everything falls down to these 2 site anchors, and in a blink of an eye, they cascade down. Saw, what an entry. How was that so easy?
It shouldn't be. You're watching the round develop and you're like, you know, it's all well and good that MUTiRiS is out mid, but he hasn't actually pulled much attention. He hasn't forced 3D Max to rotate into just being one on the site. I'm not sure, maybe Story's flash was just utterly inspired. Seemed to catch both of the CT players. And that is a bit of a disaster. We're approaching the territory, aren't we, of must-win gun rounds for 3D Max. That one bordered on it. And do they eco from here? What, are they going to be on 2-9 loss? I mean, strictly speaking, they could drop 2 M4s, but it's not going to be a healthy buy.
I think you play around the 2 A1Ss and, yeah, okay, you can see with all these tactical timeouts starting to stream in, it's good that they're taking them, but it's also not a good sign. Like, you know that's because something's going wrong. Like, in that last round, Lucky just makes, unfortunately, completely the wrong call. And then Jocko and Graffiti, I don't know what happened to them. They just died. Maka as well is on 4 kills. I think that says enough for the reason why 3D Max are now having to double their scoreline.
I think he was also on 3 kills quite early in this game.
He got an opening kill and like he kind of was chugging along very early doors, and then Story just kept on killing him.
It's a shame. It's a shame after he's played such an excellent qualifier. Ugh. I somewhat respect the buy. The buy here is saying that if we give them 11, we give them even more economic control. We're just asking way too much for us to do. Saw a T side on the map by Dust2. They're going to get chances. They're going to get spawns. They're going to find opening kills. But this has to work. There is no alternative for the Frenchman. They've got to hold on. Long will be tested soon. Story body blocks. I can't take his shot. Either way, Udrux finds the first. Lucky might get pinched from short real soon too. MUTiRiS bides its time. And yeah, look at that. Timing is awful. Lucky looks into the wall to turn a flash. Sows the seeds for his death. And this is a disaster for this CT side. Maka, I'm amazed he's been stayed alive for this long.
What?
First free found. Where's the bomb? All right, let's assess. The bomb is out towards long. Has time to reload. So we're going to bring both players over together. Barrel spotted. No connection. Was this a 1v5, Freddy?
Yep, it was a 1v5.
Okay, now we're cooking. 3 found, 2 to go. Just going to sit back on the cross. There is a smoke on Story. They might choose to just peek with the AWP first. You want to dole the number of variables. And all the meanwhile, Maka is going the long way around. Taking his time. Oh, I can feel it coming, Freddy. They have no idea. Story almost repositions for it. Looks back at just the wrong time. One more bullet would have sealed the deal on him. 12 for Story. 43 for a Rosdos. Maka, no doubt, gives us entertainment. But can't deny sAw.
Dude, imagine. We were literally slating Maka. He would have over doubled his kills in that one round with also a 1 versus 5. Okay, with... that's that third time. Yeah, that's 3 tactical timeouts used in 4 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. And then one of the rounds was also an eco where they would have had time to talk. So a lot of chatter in the 3D camp. Maka is definitely going to look at that 1 versus 2 potentially later on and go, I could have won that.
He could. He almost killed Story.
That was my... And also in the 1 versus 2, did he have to swing out CT? Maybe not. Oh, that rotation was also like, that was it. I almost thought he'd like, I was like, this is very bold, but I think he gets it. If he was a second earlier potentially as well, he would have caught them out. Or if he was a little bit faster, he would have just caught them out as they're taking the bomb site. But okay. The Berry's heart rate can go back to normal. You definitely can imagine he was like, guys, what's going on?
I've been in this position. Your heart rate doesn't drop until you hit 13.
The fact that Maka got those first 3 kills flawless as well made me believe. Maka, okay, he can do it with the rifle, but not with the AWP in this game. So they're 1 round away from map point, and then if they win this round and take everybody with them, 3D Max just won't have any economy. This is an all-in purchase. It's surrounded. It's kind of built around the AWP. The rest is just on SMGs. Well, they've got the SMGs. What are the SMGs good at? Close range interactions. But unfortunately for Graffiti, he's on 3 kills. He hasn't been hitting anything. And it seems like Ujux has been hitting everything.
He does that sometimes. Quite good at the shooty. And Molly has not helped proceedings. And actually has caused the death of Story. So a little bit cartoonish here at the end. People slipping on their own bananas. Roman, scale short. 2 in the open. Only the 1 found. We'll leave just you, Jerks. Exorcise dips off the angle. Timing could be good, though. Exorcise is 10th for the moment on diverting his attention between short and long. Who does it favour? Head spotted. Frag found. We're probably on map 2, if that molly hits.
It was a bold play by 3D Max, but I guess it works out. I don't know. Xyz's unlucky of a great round, but Alan, like, realistically, I think we're getting some consolation kills and some rounds. Maybe 3D Max just happy they remember what winning a round's like. That might mean something going on second map. Issue is, we're right back to losing ways. Pushing themselves through long. That nade from Maka mediates a lot of the danger, though. Because of that 1 HE, we're in a 3 versus 3. sAw looked like they were going to go flawless on that long take. But because of the trades, it's actually a little bit more contestable. So in a 3 versus 3, sAw still looking just to commit up towards A, but Maka's in the hot seat. He's still playing very close. No Molotov for his position. It missed. Oh, Story missed the Molo. That Molo should have landed on Maka. And because it doesn't, Maka just hits the sitter. He's still alive. He's holding a really strong forward position. And he's allowing for both now Jocko and Graffiti to come behind long and most certainly end off this round. So 3D Max, they win this. Eco for sAw. That's 8-11. So all of a sudden, actually, I take back what I said. We potentially have a game on our hands. Oh.
This shouldn't be winnable for Rosdos. 3D Max need to sort themselves out. Player setup between themselves. Quick flashing and a double peek.
Oh my god.
Very bold move. And it works. I think sAw will pause now. Barry's got to be frustrated because, I mean, that's a set lineup that's been missed there. The previous round was hardly, you know, you have to hardly be in the Olympic discus throwing competition to hit a molly onto short as well. So, I don't know what's going on over there.
As well, like, Barry being Danish. It's like, guys, like, utility. This is my thing. You need to be hitting those mollos. So I was really confused because I saw Story line up the mollo, and I was like, where is it gone? I was like, where is that util gone? And then I saw Mackie get the kill, and I saw the Molotov like trickle down. I was like, oh my god, he's missed it. What's actually more egregious though, Alan, is that Story misses the mollo and then goes to the peak anyways. I feel like that's him going, oh, it'll be fine.
Presumably,
like, no,
it's a
you
run
actually should
or
just
a
reset.
step forward jump through.
It used to be a normal jump throw, and I think it's a shift step now. Or if not, I think it is a little bit more inconsistent. It's the same lineup, but just it is more inconsistent.
Yeah, post our binds doing it for us. Made a difference. This one's a very low buy from sAw. No armor on these guys. He does the job. What's going on today?
What is happening?
What's going on?
At
least this one doesn't matter. Get out of the way on the anti-eco.
Yeah. Get out of your system when it least matters, right?
Okay, Premax has gone double AWP.
Jocko has come out this round with nothing. He picked up an A1S and then dropped it? What? Okay. Sure. Okay. It actually does matter, because if 3D Max now loses this round, Jocko's has no money. This is a big round. This is a really important round. And Maka, oh, he's back. He's in the server,
Story?
Alan.
Where's Story? I need to see this fight again. Story
Where is he? Story, top mid.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the jewels. Graffiti's gone. Molly for the moment holds Story at bay. Shoots body on the ground. Maka isn't backing off. Maka's going in. Doesn't last long. That was very aggressive. Leaves his team in a tricky position, especially if MUTiRiS can just stay alive. He will cause tremendous problems for 3D Max. Look at the mini-map. They're massively committed to mid and B. Little do they know that Long has been seeded. So we're about to cross. They'll have a bomb down. They'll have a plant. For Story, probably in pit as well.
So
I don't really have an alternative, yeah.
no. Well, Jocko could have dropped an A1S for his next round, but he decided to drop it last round. Just saying. Mid-aggression for me on Dust2 as a CT side is a fickle mistress. I'm never a fan of swinging around towards where you can peek like long doors. I feel like if they had the M4 close and then like Maka holding from lower tunnels or whatever, and then like another M4 lower tunnels, like you can take mid control so easily. But instead we sit in a position where Graffiti just gets sent to his grave. Maka's forced in a position where he has to battle off lower tunnels. It's so unideal. 3D Max, they save 3. They save an AK and a double AWP. Okay, it is Dust2. We've got 2 AWPs out on the server. We've got a full buy with 3D Max. Just about all the bells and whistles. They need 4 rounds in a row. And remember, this series basically lives and dies with the result of Dust2. If sAw win Dust2, I think we may be already saying goodbye to 3D Max.
Plenty of work to do. And Maka, I mean, you can't fault him for still trying to be proactive. He's trying to make moves. This is somewhat reminiscent of the first half where Maka just cannot get a good engagement in mid wherever he plays. Already on 31 HP. He's got to sit back now and play the range game instead. He falls back towards long. Means short is seeded. And Roman's going to walk out a long headshot found. This is a total change of pace. Total change of pace. Flashbang does the job onto Maka. And this is over, Freddy. They are not retaking this site. I can't see how it's possible.
Does that one kill give you any hope? Does that one kill? MUTiRiS, oh, we've naded each other. Okay. They are getting the kills. Roman, though, he's not done with this round. We were praising him so much. He's just hit 20 kills. Roman is looking for more. Lucky's on 15 HP. Roman, the hero for sAw. Ace, potentially, he's running out of bullets. And, okay, it was a bit scrappy towards the end. But Roman, 4 kills there. Absolutely fantastic from him in the final round of Dust2. And sAw, potentially, this is already them booking their spot in ESL Challenger Katowice.
It's the best CS I've seen Roman play in ages.
Here we go. That was luckily a very short delay. So we are already onto Nuke now. sAw on the T side, 3D Max on the CT side. We need to see a good start for 3D Max if we have any belief of a third map. And this pistol round is going to start with an A pop from the Portuguese side. 3D Max have the numbers here. Can they withstand the hits?
Early trades. Leaves us all square. Oh,
What?
that is a ripper. Out of Gravity. Giving his team a tremendous chance. There's no armor here on Story or Rosdos. They've got work to do. Just a Rosdos now. Down to 18 HP. It will be 3D Max winning this pistol. Impossible for a Rosdos. Even finding a kill would be impressive. Graffiti pins another player to the wall. He's warmed up.
He had 3 kills for the majority of Dust2. Got 3 kills in this round. Okay. That was a ripper. Great first shot. Where is MUTiRiS looking? There must have been a major communication problem with that 3 versus 3. Because seemingly, everyone thought someone else was looking heaven. And I would not be surprised if that is the reason when we have a tactical pause. Being like, guys, why was no one looking heaven? Because short, Graffiti, great round. Don't want to take it away from him. Does get gifted it partially by, from my perspective, a major breakdown in the comms.
Certainly helped. Okay. So, bomb did go down. Enables a force spy here for sAw. And these rounds can be so dangerous. Can turn the tides of maps and series. And this is a game of Nuke where 3D Max, we need to win both pistols. And they can't stumble against these force plays. They cannot afford to get reset. They need every advantage they can muster. Ramp will be the port of call. Jocko called upon. Does not last long. Entry now for sAw. Maka up next. What can he present us? Only the one. As he is traded, a Rosdos makes short work of Graffiti, and this is crumbled. This is a disaster. Oh, no. Not like this.
If anyone knows counter, they know that if you win pistol round as a CT side and then lose the following round, it's worst case scenario. You have no money to work with. So apart from XSC's FAMAS, it's going to be 5-7s maximum. Maybe something more. I don't know. But worst case scenario for 3D Max here. And very simple from sAw. They just go ramp, go down B, kill everybody. So if there's ever a comms issue, There was not one there because the trades also were really clean, really sharp. Back to winning ways are the Portuguese. And even though it's 1-1, this is a very ideal start for them.
Pretty much got a force right. Not saving here. Lucky buys a 5-7. Okay, this is old school. So, way back when, guys, before the economy is what it is today, you might, on your second round after losing pistol, you might do this. You might kind of half invest, keep money in the tank. They're doing this to ensure full nades come the first gun round. Maka can get an AWP too. So they are sacrificing 2. It would take monumental heroics from someone like Exorcist to bring this round into a possibility because they don't have the armor and they don't have the util.
Oh, okay, yeah. 5-7s. Damage is very nice here. Doesn't seem like they're going to get that much. Unfortunately, range is not your friend if you've got a 5-7, and Lucky finds that out the hard way. These type of purchases also remind me of the, I don't know if you've been seeing it much. I think Furia popularized it. The MP9 purchase on the gun rounds.
Yeah. So you can buy,
like 1.8.
I've only seen it once, I think, I think it's Gamer Legion that I saw do it.
Yeah, it's really effective. It's actually it's something that the team that I've started coaching, it's something that we have as like a default nowadays. We find it, especially at like a main level, oh, it's so effective.
So you save second and buy third as CT with it, right?
Yeah, so you lose pistol, you eco second, you buy MP9 and like a smoke, and you still have like around 2k 1.5 left. And any damage is amazing. And so, honestly, the conversion rate is firstly like 60%, 65%. And then you get money if you get a kill 600. You do loads of damage. Gun round, you've got the AWP out. Because, yeah, you get the AWP out. And then you win that round, and you're in like such a good position for the half.
I don't know who it was. It might have been Gamer Legion as well. But somebody was, for some maps, was saving pistol. I never seen this. Saving pistol and then buying third.
Was it? They wouldn't buy armor. They wouldn't buy armor on pistol round. Oh my god, who was that? I saw it once and it worked. I saw someone do it and it worked perfectly one time. And I was like, what?
Can't remember the event.
I feel like it was bait at the RMRs.
I'm not sure.
I know what you mean though. I've seen it before.
Right.
Okay, here's that gun round you were talking about. AWP is out, A1S, full utility. Something to keep an eye on though, not a singular kit. So if the bomb does go down, pressure could be applied.
Yeah, and if you're at home and you're wondering, okay, what is the risk that 3D Max have taken? Because they've been serving with a good gun round. I mean, it looks good on this round in particular, but the thing they've sacrificed is economic control. sAw have a lot in reserve because they played 2 weak buys. So that's the fear. And 3D Max have got to make these rounds work. If you're going to save and then fully invest, there are no excuses. You've got everything you could ever want. And, what have they got coming at them? sAw, numbers ramp. On location. Pull a little bit out in the open. Maka called upon next. Front of the molly. He's feeling it now. Dodges the first flash, not the second.
Fair.
Does very well to stay alive, doesn't he? The hounds are coming chasing. Oh, another as well.
Wait,
U-Jerks in the end finishes the job from the sky. So, man advantage 3D Max, and this bomb is quite isolated.
And U-Jerks is getting double pushed. They should clear him. A trade at a minimum. Trade? Trade? Okay. XC's gets the trade. MUTiRiS, I was just about to say they might not know where he is. He's given away his location there. It was because of time. Time is now actually not that much of an issue. He gets ahead of the Molotov cleanly. So even though he was already low HP, he can get this bomb down in the nick of time while still being on 50 HP And remember, at the very beginning of the round, I mentioned there is no kit in play for 3D Max. So Graffiti does not have all the time in the world. He's taking quite a while to get activated in this, but luckily for him, he catches MUTiRiS as he's clearing out lobby. Okay, that got way too close for comfort for 3D Max, but in the end, they come out on top. But again, the conversation of economical disruption is on the tips of our tongues.
I think MUTiRiS was thinking about wrapping all the way back through ramp and then back to heaven.
I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, because he was moving quite far out of hut. Who knows? He just had no idea where the CT was going to come from. But we're seeing what you mentioned. I mean, it might be a round win for 3D Max, but the buy is not perfect. We've got one kit on Maka. Still a bit sparing on Lucky and Jocko, so far from perfection, and they've blunted a lot of their loss bonus back down to 1900 now. Okay.
They've also not got the AWP in this round. It was dropped towards ramp, and there was just no way that it could be re-picked up, so that's a big negative, because Mako, I love seeing him sometimes where he just kind of does things that you can't explain and are also just not repeatable. In that round is one of them. However, Graffiti, great opening kill.
Why leave ramp?
Issue is, yeah, this is a massive question mark for me. Like, you've got the kill outside, you do not need to be helping your teammates, and because you've kind of lost ramp now, Jocko, there's a lot of pressure applied with 3D Max, but a great reaction. Look at this crunch towards lobby. Issue is, Jocko falls. Roman, now aware of that possibility. They're ahead of the Molotov, but XST takes a tick, so Roman has the information that a lobby crunch has been activated. He's playing a nice gimmicky angle. They might just walk into him, and they line up for him. Roman, one more time, he's going to step up to the plate. One more time, we can praise him so much.
An absolute hero. Absolute hero. He's won so many big rounds in their pivotal games. Massive stuff. Massive stuff. And the awareness as well about the lobby crunch. And, you know, maybe for sure just the 3D Max didn't fully clear. But it's not a usual position, is it? Out by the ladder. We're reaching panic station soon. This one's near on full eco. This is what happens when you win one gun round in isolation. They just have no opportunity to reinvest behind it.
One gun round with also one alive.
Doesn't feel
literally
good.
Worst case scenario. Look, Alan, that last round they had the advantage. They got the opening kill outside. They then trade again outside. And Jocko leaves ramp.
I don't know if there was a miscomm or something. The best explanation I can come up with is that they thought they'd seen more players than they had.
There were 4, to be fair.
Perhaps, but it's kind of like, what does Jocko achieve? Not much. I don't know. He'll be kicking himself.
I have a slight analogy for that same. So like the kind of conversation of what does he achieve? Be anchor on Mirage. You see a lot of people rotate maybe preemptively. Only rotate when you see the bomb, because realistically, what do you achieve if you start rotating a little bit earlier? Because there's only actually it takes a while to get there. So people get faked out by over-rotating. It's the same there with ramp. Like, what do you achieve by actually rotating away from your position? You should at least stay and wait and just see if, like, get confirmation of where the play is going first, and then you can rotate away, because the situation's exactly like that.
I think they might have seen the bomb.
Still, but shouldn't you be scared of ramp there, at least?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Mirage is a very linear, flat map. It's like, if you see the bomb A, even if you seed B, the T's got to do a lot of work to actually make use of that space. Whereas on Nuke, you seed ramp, and you saw what happened. The CTs are in a horrid position. So, a little bit confusing. I mean, it's not 3D Max's best map, so potentially if there are going to be errors, it'll be this map more than any other in this veto.
Rogers is dead.
They need
3D
to
Max
pause.
almost got loads of damage.
They need,
oh, yeah,
they need
pause,
gun rounds. All this is over.
3D Max are good pause on Dust2. It was a worrying sign in one regard how many pauses came out at the end, because you could see it was just falling away from them. But yeah, pause here. Never mind. They're just going straight for it. No AWP again for Maka. That could be a big difference maker. Lose this round, 3D Max. Alarm bells 100% ringing off. Graffiti though? Okay. Just swings through an abundance of utility. Doesn't take any damage and gets a really big opening kill on Roman, the one player who we've been praising. And because of that kill, it forces Ujux to make a move on a different extremity to try even up the playing field. And this time, Jocko does not relinquish ramp control.
One thing in saw's favour is that 3D Max is not respecting players being lower at the moment. Actually, just as I say that, Lucky gets himself into top secret. The way he's posturing is he doesn't have a clue the players are down. It's in a fake and he makes it all the easier. They pop out of decon at the same time as Squeaky to conceal even more noise. So, it is a plant. But finding more is going to be a terribly difficult story. One foul needs another to make this truly compelling. Very awkward engagement. MUTiRiS is all that remains. And now that he's spotted, 3D Max can work around this. Should be impossible for MUTiRiS. He might even opt to just save the AWP.
Save the AWP, yeah. Don't hate this decision if he keeps the AWP. I don't know about you, but I could definitely see Story just double no scope. 2 versus 3.
I could feel it coming.
Yeah. 3D Max are very lucky they had those opening kills, because if sAw weren't at a 2-player disadvantage and then consequently a 3-player advantage when Graffiti found a second door, that round is winnable because of how much respect was given towards them going down towards B. So I don't know if sAw realized it, but they possibly could have found a big, like, crack in the armor of the B-bomb site.
Okay, rock and roll, baby. Autumn round. Spoke about it last time. 3D Max won a gun round. We've got to chain them together. We've got to win this half. At least make it even. That is a pretty tall order. The team of swords caliber. Oh my. That hasn't gone well. It's against bait, right? Where Graffiti's got a lot of openers.
Yeah.
CT through
It
the
was... He made that round, that game winnable versus bait, because I feel like he got an opener majority of rounds towards the latter stage. So when I saw that in the previous round, I was like, ooh, okay, this could be the start of something like that. It isn't necessarily Graffiti in this round. He is the first player to fall. It's actually Maka and Lucky outside. That is that's a cool round, because that's the first time, I think, that's the first time sAw have been properly tested outside, right?
Yeah. I'm not really sure what happened. I mean, felt like Maka got his fights quite easily over those smokes. Lucky comes through on a flashbang. Very audacious, but certainly does quite a lot to stall out the tease. And sAw are out of money. They had a huge buffer. But that is now depleted. I have to think about pistols in the following. They can't win this one. Okay, MUTiRiS had no idea Lucky could be that advanced. So early opener 3D Max. feeling healthier.
Oh, no. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse. Lucky could save the day here. The A bomb site's capitulated. A little bit too easy for my liking after Graffiti gets the opening kill. Jocko, has he been baited in? It seems like Lucky's done a lot of work to take a lot of the attention, but Rosdos, he is fully aware of that possibility. That was a 4 versus 5, kind of like a 3 versus 4 as well, where 3D Max had numbers on the A bomb sites, and then EU Jerks just doubles down. Rosdos picks up 2 as well. Well, 3D Max were almost back in this game, but as soon as they take that, not even lead, but like congestion, it just falls away.
Terrorists win.
Not necessarily being a Rostos' qualifier, but that was a huge round. To get a left eye kill from Tetris when he's so close to the box is pretty amazing. And, well, it's just been a map of 3D Max almost giving us hope. And then it's slipping through their grasp. First pause taken. Buy is not ideal.
Good time for a pause. Good time for a pause. They're very lucky they won 2 in a row with 3 players alive in both. Because if this is the buy they have from those 2 rounds, God, imagine if they were close. We'd be on pennies. It's a shame Mac has just never been able to have the AWP as well, Alan, because it feels like when Mac has had the AWP, he's had really good success and legit impact. But in a lot of these situations, he's been forced onto an A1S or forced to try and retake an A bomb site that's fallen, which is not ideal as an AWPer. Oh.
It's not the best day of it, has he, MUTiRiS here on Outer?
Oh, he
A
hasn't.
lot of the duels have gone in favour of 3D Max. That is
Sure.
That is
Hate
just
it.
unfair.
It's just not fair, yeah. Nothing about that is right. There's also rotated down now. Okay. He gets very lucky that a Rostos peeks out for his...
No.
Oh, it's a 2 versus 5. Lucky looking to save the day, though. He got that opening kill with the utility, and okay, rotations are good. Luckily, they have Lucky. Excuse the pun. But 3D Max, Jesus, man. Like, because of that, they have no money for this round. They're not going to get the AWP out. Okay, they actually do get a better purchase than I would imagine, but Alan, it's an advantage that they so almost squander.
That could have been the series over. To lose that sort of round. Both round-wise and in the mental game, they did their damnedest until Lucky showed up to lose that round. So, survived the scare. Almost drove off the cliff. Right until Lucky grabbed the steering wheel. And it has netted them an opportunity now to go for 6. And to go for 6 against a buy that is much the lesser. And now the nades too, aren't they? They need to cross on these smokes or we get Grizzly. Maka finds one.
MUTiRiS again.
Oh, this is it's just unfair. Didn't see anybody.
Only one rotation though. Jocko, he gets heard. He jumps towards Dark as soon as Ujo comes through the double doors. So even though there's been loads of damage, Maka way too over aggressive there. They are just giving these kills to Story. How is this all fall apart? This is exactly what happened yesterday against Bait. They could never secure victory against the low buys, and now Graffiti coming down to his death. sAw snatching away a 7th, taking the advantage on their map pick, and they are searching for Katowice.
That same old feeling.
Six is the magic number for sAw. That's all they need. 6 CT rounds. An even half on the CT side of Nuke will be enough. They're close now. Played bait in the upper bracket. Didn't go well. Convincing series for the Ukrainian team. sAw now given a lifeline. A second chance at Katowice. One map to the good. CT Nuke. They've beaten some of the best teams in the world on CT Nuke. They got this right.
Arguably the best teams in the world. What, they've got FaZe, Na'Vi, G2 as scalps they've taken?
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you've just... You're missing Vitality, and you've got probably the 4 best teams in the world right there. 3D Max, this should be an easy team to topple. Especially on the CT side now. That last round just embodied everything with 3D Max in this series. Like, you can't get anything going. Alongside that now in this pistol round, momentum's kind of been stinted. They would have loved to have got that kill on Story, but instead now, they're just falling apart. At the seams. UJux is reaggressing outside. Maka does deny. Okay, maybe a bit overextensive after he's already picked up 1 kill. MUTiRiS has secured the whole of the B-bomb site, so he's going to come back up. He's going to be joining up with a Rostos towards ramp, so they can just... Right now, 3D Max just pins it in. Like, they go heaven, there's 2 players A. And then as soon as they go to A, you're going to see the activation from the ramp players. And Roz has been baited in perfectly. They're not going to clear him. Oh, Maka does. Okay, Maka is just too smart.
This is one of those pistols where 3D Max can win this. Gives them so much more leeway to play with. Story kills both. Okay. I wish I knew how it happened, Freddy. But Story killed both.
Okay. By the way, he was dinked down. He was the first player to get contact in that round. He was dinked down 6 HP. So he's done that from 6 HP.
I'm guessing your feed is a bit choppy.
You just kind of own them. You do a quick refresh and it will be fine. He just kind of owns them. Yeah, he just owns them. Okay.
Big old pause. And then he had 2 kills. I was like, okay.
I thought you were more shaping that up as like, I don't know how he's done that. But no, you literally don't know how he did it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hopefully it sounded good.
I thought 3D Max maybe had that when Maka clears a Rostos, but unfortunately the 2 versus 2 is unsuccessful. Bomb down is better than Dust2. We're in the exact same position as Dust2. I think this lead is a bit more heightened by the fact we're on the CT side for sAw. But bomb down makes this more contestable. If 3D Max, if this game has legs to it, I think this round has to be won.
What's the plan? Got 2 smokes. Losing a lot of space in the meanwhile. I'm not sure Story's going to stop here either. All 5 outside for 3D Max. There is tremendous potential for sAw to take space elsewhere.
They do.
And completely enclose them. Yeah, you're right. Lobby is now cleared. Somewhat fortuitous they're choosing Secret. Any other direction would have been much more difficult. What have we got? U-Jerks is lower. They're lucky not to meet more resistance.
sAw are incredibly cautious of Heaven because they have no information. So we don't have as many numbers down towards that B bomb site as you might anticipate. Now with the contact taken, here comes the rotations. U-Jerks falls without getting a kill. Story swiftly traded. Rotations ineffective. Jocko standing on business. MUTiRiS giving sAw potentially a way in. Roman, he's playing the long game. If lucky, peeks into him. This could be on, but no. As soon as maybe there was a world, 3D Max actually get both of those last 2 kills very quickly. And I said, if 3D Max want to make this game contestable, that's the round. And there it is.
sAw might be kicking themselves. They're just a bit too late grabbing that information. You just would also feel like you should have done more. That has blown this game a Nuke wide open. 4 spy now, and it is much weaker than what 3D Max could present on their 4 spy in the previous. Survive this as the Frenchman. And you got some runway.
Sorry, Lucky just gets wildly dinked by the 5-7. It's unfortunate, but I think it's fine. Okay, we've played a slow game now. 3D Max were waiting for early aggression. None is received. And around the 50-second mark, we start to see them activating a little bit. Outside smokes potentially. Or, I'm looking at the player on T roof. Exorcist has got util for A out. It appears we might actually just go straight towards A.
It's undefended. sAw have loaded up numbers elsewhere. This main smoke is not ideal.
What?
And look at that! Game on, baby. MUTiRiS finds another. This would be catastrophic for 3D Max's chances if they let this slip. Roman is low. Where's the bomb? It's in front of the silos. Roman is found. All of MUTiRiS now. And a bit too much to ask. That is... That was way too close.
How does a Rostos get a...
Maybe they didn't know about the gap in the... They must not know about the gap in the smoke. For
wasn't
those at home, like,
yeah,
it's really worth learning, like, really simple lineups for those sort of smokes, because if you just wing it on the fly and you get it wrong, that can happen.
Alan, you're gonna really hate this. That wasn't a main smoke for an A hit. I don't know if you noticed. So, whoever was outside threw a main smoke for like a wrap. They never actually threw a main smoke for A. So, there wasn't a missed smoke. That was just the smoke that was down. They just never actually smoked main.
Can't be. Give me a second. I'm going to have to check the VOD, because that would be ridiculous.
So, there was a player outside, and as the A hit came in, he threw a main smoke. My thought process when I saw that was that for some reason, or like maybe they were trying, like, I would assume
clear it. If you do that, you're going to clear the damn thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I guess what I assumed was that they just didn't clear it properly. Because as much as I agree with the lineup, I think that's 3D Max's, like, that was actually their game plan. And they just overlooked it. I really hope I'm not correct, though.
If it was the game plan, it wasn't communicated.
No, 100%.
That's for sure. I'll let you know, the stream's a bit behind.
Yeah, we're like 3 minutes ahead, so... Okay, we'll put that on the back seat. We'll put that on the reserve for now. Because 3D Max have not the scoreline. It's tested everyone's blood pressure. They're here. They're 8-8.
Yep.
The cross is going to be achieved, and Graffiti's down towards B, and no one knows. Even though he ran very fast, there was no one garage to actually hear out those sound cues. Smoke does come through very early, so I would assume that MUTiRiS expects someone to be down, but there's no confirmation of that. What?
Juicy. It's a big opener. And Joko's got a lot of room. Rostos is having to juggle a lot of different positions. Somehow stays alive. Favors falling onto the side proper instead of staying in towards heaven. U-Jerk silences Joko. So, players are numbered for a moment, are evened up for a moment. Oh, they're walking right into the only heavily defended position. Oh, no. And Maka misses. Anywhere else, Freddy, and it would have been so lightly defended, it would have been a breeze.
What a read. What a read from sAw. There was one player heaven, and then two down secret. What a read. Oh, 3D Max. They are going to be kicking themselves. Tactical timeout called. A 4 versus 3. And it all falls apart. And because of the anti-force buy, you only keep 2 alive. The anti-eco, you only kept 3 alive. Take a look at 3D Max's economy. They've won quite a few in a row. Well, they've won 3 in a row? Take a look at their money. They're going to get AKs out on the majority, but Joko's on 1500. Ecstasy's gets an AK dropped over, I think. Alarm bells ringing. sAw, they have snatched victory out from the jaws of defeat there. By the way, the stream's caught up.
Yeah, I'm viewing the footage.
Pretty sure it was the the smoke. I think that was it. Yeah, they literally don't throw a main smoke apart from the outside one. And then they don't clear main, like, actively enough. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, they won that round. Didn't win the last. MUTiRiS is down B very early on again. That's a big nade. Oh, he even hits Maka directly on the impact. So he gets information of a minimum one player down towards B. Pretty Max in a bit of a pickle right now. Low HP are sporadically splattered across pretty much everybody apart from Jocko. But a ramp wrap could actually be the answer.
I'm watching you, Jerks, because he's the player that's got to pivot, depending on what he hears first. Gonna fall lower. Okay, good timing. Good timing. Stories comes to pick up ramp. Paul and Jules, Shadow reveals the positioning. No connection with the second, but at least he stays alive. 25 seconds to go. And only 2 remain. They need to be pitch perfect. No mistakes from here. U-Jerks is found. Where's that bomb? In the grasp of Graffiti. Molly should allow a plant. Indeed it does. And now we need some heroics. Gonna get them onto the rafters. Could be somewhat unexpected. Goes wide. Rosdos caught off guard. But no frag for Graffiti. 10 now. As sAw build a buffer.
Even though Story gets 1 kill in that round, it's the fact that he rotates towards ramp when he does, that's the round-winning play. If 3D Max, as we were talking about the ramp, if they had gone, like, then, they win the round. Story's not in a position. U-Jerks, who got 3, most likely wouldn't be able to do that. But they take a little bit too long. They miss their timing. Obviously, we can see a lot better. You know, we got hindsight, we got X-ray, all of that jazz. But 3D Max will reflect on that and realize they had that timing. And now, with the bomb down and nearing elimination, they force into it. They're going to try go for this A-pop with Graffiti potentially outside again. We've got Util being set up for it. And the Tech 9s are ready to unleash hell on this A-bomb site.
There's so many defenders, though.
3.5, basically.
So many. We'll be on location real soon. Timely Molotov. Oh, no. 3D Max have to bail. Still have some utils who could commit again. But there are just so many forces. Story's heavily committed now to this site.
He's got smoke.
Oh. It's almost painful to watch, isn't it? Because 3D Max, they're right. They can't execute into this, but it just feels like we're delaying the inevitable.
What did you do here? Rosdos is... Okay. Yeah, he almost gave them an opportunity. Luckily, he survives. 3 HP. Okay, now here comes the hit. MUTiRiS playing close on door, only good for the first. Remember, Rosdos, 3 HP. He's going to get tickled to death, and there he goes. Roman potentially baited in. Bomb's gone down B. There's no one here. sAw have been sold a dream. Exorcies as well. Manning the rotations down towards Vent. U-Jerks taking matters into his own hands. Just pushes straight in, but that will be the bane for sAw. As Story now in a 1 versus 3. Cautious of Exorcies. Can't even freely escape from this bomb site. That round, I honestly do not understand how it goes so well. And it's just the quick diversion down towards B and Exorcies holding the rotations that saves the day.
sAw had every advantage.
All of it.
Had the players there. There was no real misdirection. Got to be getting more. And they could not. So, be it massive fragging for 3D Max, be it small mistakes, they're not going to care. This game has now become very even yet again. Saw forced to eco. They're looking towards a buy in the following, which will not be without some issues, given Roman's money. This is getting back on now. 3D Max have been on the brink of just ceding so much control and being on pistols themselves, giving CDs money, but they have brunted the onslaught. A couple of unlikely rounds. They can do this.
I love the irony of, like, they lose the rounds they should, they win the rounds they shouldn't. I don't know how 3D Max is still in this, honestly. You said sAw have, there was a world where they just looked immortal on Nuke, and they drew blood against bait. It showed that Goliaths can be toppled. Is this no drop up? We're going A. We're running out on the A-bomb site. Oh, here we come. Roman, a Rostos, full, hits the cold hard floor. 3D Max, they've taken the lead on the T side of Nuke Allen.
This is wild. Sorted the lead in the half. Had opportunities here to establish full control, and they have not done it. Immediate eco call. And the size of that, the pair on Maka to call a fast A hit. How does he walk around with those?
It's in the script. Okay, a different one.
Could be the same.
Could be the same. It's a very ballsy play, but it's also the perfect call to be making, because it's a real change of pace, right? And you can see how actively it catches sAw off guard, where I feel like 3D Max have been more aggressing towards outside, and that's where you kind of anticipate the play to come through in a round like that. You know the goings get tough when sAw take all their tactical pauses. Because the theme of this qualifier is they don't take any. They're down on their map. Not it's their map pick. Like, Nuke is sAw's map. And they're losing a 7-5 CT lead with the pistol round.
This is massive. We could be on a third map in no time. If sAw can't right some of these wrongs, they can't make an adjustments. Lots of util dispersed, and you cannot blame them. They didn't want to be hit fast. Let him on side again. 3D Max have changed the look. Graffiti's got down. They've got a vent dive as well. And they have no information. You jerks. Deer in the headlights. Never stood a chance. Story up next. Finds one, but he's lost all of his teammates. MUTiRiS might be lower, but I don't see how he wins this round. Smoke down now. Makes his job even harder. 3v2. And does sAw feel like a retake? MUTiRiS doesn't. They're giving up. 3D Max up to 12.
Alan, we were talking about the balls on Maka. I don't know if that was his call. The reason why I exclaimed is because Graffiti runs through a Molotov and crosses outside with no util. He just runs down secret. And while that's happening, you have, I think it was Maka, right, that jumped down the vent and made a lot of noise. He opened single door, and it was all so they could get that opening kill on you jerks. Oh my god, that round was perfect. That was a beautiful symphony orchestrated by Maka. He doesn't get a single kill, but he sets Graffiti up perfectly, and then Graffiti catches off the vent, rotates. 3D Max are on map point with 2 opportunities to send us to Vertigo. This makes no sense, but it's happening.
Couldn't script it. They're about to be one of the best nuke teams in the world. This should have been a done deal.
Over,
Should
yeah.
have been sAw off to Kato, and now they need to fight for it. Graffiti is on a tear. 2 found, second tagged up. Xy's there to finish the job. 2 left to find, make it 1. This is over. Story's out in the open, and it's not going to happen. 13 to 10. We've got a series on our hands.
I mean, Graffiti is using and abusing sAw on outside. Not only in the penultimate round, he just runs down secret of no utility, but in that round, he wraps through main, and he don't actually know if we have a clear victor. Like, this whole series, it's been sAw. Dust2, outright they won. You go on to Nuke, sAw win the half 7-5. They get the final round on a low buy, for God's sake. You get the pistol round, you get 8-5 up, and they lose the map still? Like, I actually don't know how they do that. You gotta be refreshed, sAw. You gotta be mentally back in it. Alan, are you with me? Okay. I'm taking that as a no. Okay, we're all good, guys. You're in safe hands. Depends who you talk to. But now, all of a sudden, it becomes a best of 1. This is for all the marbles. Whoever loses this, eliminated. Whoever wins, they go through to ESL Challenger Katowice for sAw to be back-to-back qualifications for ESL Challenger. Really, Max, be the first time they go into a challenger since last year, since Zhongnaping. That's very exciting. And now, really, Max on the T side, surging towards A. Issue is, everybody is here for sAw. 2 quick kills in succession, and all the kills rolling in favor for the Portuguese. Ecstasy's last alive. A 1 versus 3 where I don't see this being a possibility. Story is connecting shots, and Story will claim the 4th. That's a good start for Story. A cheeky little 4-piece. Really, Max, I mean, it's the right idea. Like, it's a pistol round. You execute towards A. You just have the unfortunate timing of everybody's there. And all the opening kills are kind of first few interactions fall in favor of sAw, and then it kind of progresses in that way. No bomb down, interestingly enough, for 3D Max. But they still purchase up. Returning back towards A. Roman's behind sandbags. Oh, they don't clear him. They don't expect him. You can see they're kind of focused on getting up onto this site, so Roman's just staying alive, being a nuisance. Support coming through from Story. Issue is, look at Ecstasy's in middle. He's caught for Rostos. If these players on ramp can get away, they can try link up with Ecstasy's, but it's easier said than done. Lucky, first kill of the game picked up. Tech9 running out of bullets and being run down. Ecstasy's now, even though he did create a lot of space for his team, it all might result in naught. As 1 versus 2, playing around a smoke, and if only he had taken the first contact to Story, he was on 19 HP. Might have been winnable. Ultimately, it's 3D Max, 4 spying, unsuccessfully. Roman and Story securing A, and sAw take a 2-0 lead. As 3D Max use their first tactical pause. We've seen a lot of tactical pauses this whole game. On Dust2, 3D Max used all of theirs. On Nuke, I'm pretty sure we saw all 6. And early on now, 3D Max just going to slow things down. Talk about what they want to do. And even though they don't get the bomb down, even though they don't win the round, they still sit there and decide, We got 3 kills. We can keep the economy in a difficult position. We're going to buy back up. We win this round, boom. Economy broken. And even though, remember, no bomb down, you still actually have a pretty decent buy. 2 Galils, a primary rifle in the AK on Jocko, 2 Tech 9s on XT's and Maka. A lot of utility. Ooh, Jocko on 0 ADR. Anyone wasn't here for the bait game? He had 8 ADR on the 3rd map on Nuke. And he... Well, this was round 9. 8 ADR. I think, like, NPL and Ascenthial had more kills than Jocko had ADR. Which is not great. But since then, Jocko's been pretty decent. Like, he all of a sudden became a god on that game against Bait. He's actually handed the AK over to Lucky. That's an interesting little micro decision. Lucky was great on Nuke, great on Dust2. Also, even more alarming that sAw lost Nuke to 3D Max when 3D Max lost Nuke to Bait in a decider yesterday. Like, it wasn't even like they've got good form on it. But on Vertigo, we're in a pause. Oh, round's been restart. Okay. Lucky's giving back the AK. Round should be going live soon. Of course, now's the time when I'm kind of by myself that the game gets delayed like this. Okay, we're live. We're back. sAw 2-0 up. 3D Max forcing the issue. Back-to-back force buys without a single bomb plant. They've only gone towards A so far. And quite aggressively. Here, they go towards B. Same sentiment. Quite aggressively. 3 players. Ooh, what a grenade! 3 players on ramp. However, a Rostos, I was going to say, he was set up for a multi there. But he only gets that 1 kill from the player who's already low HP. So it actually doesn't come into much effect that utility. But it doesn't seem to matter because Shori, what a sublime rotation. Swoops in with 3 kills. Basically saves the day because MUTiRiS was completely by himself. He was in an awful position. And Story, that's his 2nd quad kill of the game. And we're going into round 4. It's not a force buy with 3D Max. They're finally relinquishing the pressure. It's been 3 pretty slow rounds in a row for them. Ironically enough, though, this is actually the most success they've got so far. In a player advantage, issue is this grenade could just get both kills. No, okay. Story's yet to die. I wonder how far we take this. Oh my god, are you back? This is... Oh...
That's what I've learned.
Oh, Richard Branson.
No, he takes my money and then cuts my internet just to get into the exciting map.
Yeah.
Exciting. Well...
You missed some very exciting moments. You're the As soon as you come back, Alan, Story takes his first death. Take ownership of this.
Sorry. I mean... Yeah, you're getting DDoSed.
Oh.
Explain a lot. Well, this is just a half buy and Pretty max of boss. They made it
Should
compelling.
I give you the... wait, should I give you the cliff notes off quickly?
Wait until the round is over.
Okay.
Well, Maka doesn't have armor. And he didn't... Nor does he actually have time anymore, so... That's a good kill. 7 seconds to go. He does have time. But... Doesn't expect Rosnos to be this side of the site. No chances now. Decent attempt. But no bueno.
Ooh. That is not good. So, 3 max lost pistol, Story got a 4K. No bomb down. They force back in. They run up A. Didn't really work. But then Exorcise lurked mid, catches off the mid player. Round gets a bit scrambled to stay alive. 3 max, force fight again. Remember, no bomb down. Run towards B. Story gets another 4K. And then that round was actually the first time where they kind of went, okay, we'll take a force buy. And ironically enough, it was the most success they had. They got a 4 versus 3. Issue was HP was very low, and like, you know, they were just like Tech 9s, the odd picked up rifle, whatever. So it seems like all is fine. Apart from Maka on the Tech 9, that is not so fine. And Story seems to be having the map of his life.
Well, no better time. We're on the brink of qualification. I feel nice and up to date. Hopefully the internet gods bless us for the next 30 minutes. We can see this one out. No awards for working out. It's going to be an A round for 3D Max. And Saw picked quite an inopportune time to push mid. Look at you jerks. Off to help his teammate. Roman's forced to give a lot of ground as he moves towards his catwalk position. He forces MUTiRiS back. It's his own to hold Ivy at bay. And when does Roman get engaged? Here we go. No frags found. 3v3 now. And no smoke onto Story's position. Nobody either towards the Ivy side. He's got free reign to take Jules. Goes through the smoke. Madman. MUTiRiS there for the trade. Exorcise is the only man that remains. 2 HP to his name. This would be a tremendous clutch. Does a Rosdos? No. Doesn't matter. Headshot found. Quad kill. 3D Max on the board.
What's going on? Exorcise gets a clutch on 2 HP. He gets an immaculate timing on both of those kills. And even though Story is still keeping up that theme of a kill per round, it's not enough. And Saw are actually in a very awkward position where even though they won 4 in a row, economy gets tested and they lose that round and it gets shattered now.
Pause taken. To win 4 in a row and not have enough money to buy again is not ideal. 3D Max have a great opportunity now to get the teeth into the C side. Even the buy that follows this won't be perfect. There'll be some sacrifices. Saw are having to fight for this qualification spot in a way they never had to against their opposition in the Atlanta qualifier. This is so different.
Atlanta was back-to-back games against Gunfire, who, if I'm not mistaken, either were undergoing a roster change or made a roster change, like, kind of straight after.
So I think Sedain was playing before, and they didn't announce him as what, from what I could tell.
Yeah, so it was brand new roster change then. Was it Celta they removed? Was it Finnegan?
Finnegan, I think.
Finnegan, yeah. So Yeah, you make a roster change and it's like sAw just sit there. They're like, Jesus. Off we go to Atlanta, boys.
We take those.
It's really cool to see that like Atlanta and Katowice in like they're the exact same tournament, right? They're ESL Challengers, but God, this Katowice close qualifier.
Well, for the sake of my
open
sleep schedule, they're not going to be the same tournament. I don't
No,
want two
okay.
Atlantas.
For your sleep schedule, not the same tournament, but like the drastic change in quality is definitely evident with this Katowice close qualifier, like the open qualifier, and also the teams going to Katowice. I think qualifying for Katowice is, from my perspective, would be much more important. You're playing against Simple. You're playing against Eternal Fire. You're literally playing against the best teams in the world. And that's so important going into the RMRs. Jocko wants it. Ooh, you jerks have made noise.
When does somebody see somebody else? Arm spotted. And clear. Oh, the flashbang is divine with the timing. Still didn't save Graffiti. Story there. Ends the life of Jocko, the flash thrower, and this is done.
Wait. Oh, no. Mackie gets run boost over. He hits Story. I don't know how he's done 40 damage. That's... I'm not even... Like, a wall bang leg? I don't know. But, unfortunately, Story doesn't fall. And, okay. So, they got forced onto an eco, but they instantly reply when they get back on the rifles. And, Story's literally got to kill every single round apart from that eco. I'm even got to kill. Yeah, like, Alan, we're definitely in a position where, like, if Story continues this trend, this is an immovable object. Because he's also, he's being very, on the rifle, he was very free with his rotations. And it's like, they came on B, he was already there. They go towards A, he's already there. I wonder what he's going to be like with the AWP now.
Yeah, Donk on the phone. Coming for his record at the moment.
He'd be technically on track, I guess.
Yeah. But, other work left to do, you jerks. Good at his work. Finding useful damage from his adversaries. 2 fast kills. Oh, make it a third. That is brutal. 3D Max, just as they're starting to get their, you know, their feet underneath them a little bit on this T side, have been grunted by 2 quick rounds. What on earth do you do from here? Might have found Story, but it's still a 2-man deficit. I'm amazed U-Jokes is continuing to fight because he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to, and he doesn't care. Ace collected. He's here for Katowice.
Alan C, like, you're missing the point here. Like, he doesn't need to, but he's setting the tone. He's setting the theme of, like, okay, you guys won Nuke, well done, but doesn't mean you can come onto Vertigo and snatch away this qualification spot. U-Jerk rises to glory towards A there. A fantastic round. And you can now see he is alive. He's going for it again. He's trying to make more. The Molotov's missed. He's got so much space to work with. A triple spray down. Are you kidding me? That's 8 kills so far in 2 rounds. And I'm not even sure if he's done yet.
A double ace would be otherworldly. Horses might deny him that opportunity. He does. Could still be 4 though. And U-Jerks is a monster. He's slowly spooled up over this qualifier. Maka, top player remaining for his opponents, has actually been, I think statistically, he's still the highest rated player.
Maka, yeah.
At least he was before the last map.
Are we talking the tournament?
Yeah.
Or are we talking in
Whole
general?
tournament.
Whole tournament.
He was before map 2 started. That's for sure.
Yeah, he still is. Exorcise is not far off, to be fair. Maka's the second highest rated player in the whole
He
tournament.
was the most. He was the most.
Okay,
he's only
yeah,
fallen
he's
under
second.
hat-trick after that second map.
A point 0.01.
UJerks, though, UJerks was a middling rating before the 9Z game.
Yeah.
He has come into his own at just the right time.
You've got like the amount of praise. I feel like every time I tune into Clone, it was just like UJerks praise. And in situations like this, I can very much understand why. Like, he just got 9 kills in 2 rounds. And they weren't exactly easy as well. In both of those rounds, I think Freddie Max got an opening kill for about a second. So it's not even like it was an easy round. Like, he
The
hit a
triple nade.
straight down. Yeah, they're like, oh my god. You can see they are trying everything to deny him now. But he takes 0 damage. They throw 3 grenades. 0.
Suppose them forward a third player over. Just had the info, the 3 players were ramp. But for now, it's just Roman and UJerks. I guess if you want any 2 players right now. Still pretty far up your agenda. Smoke's starting to stream in, and Roman says, I'm going to play in front of these. UJerks ready to play off Roman's contact. Roman doesn't get a chance. UJerks forced to back off, and he is not alive for long. A beautiful double from Jocko. And he gets in behind. Can you believe it? Of this of all buys. And so I've got to save, right? There's no chance from here.
They gotta get out. Yeah, Rostos ain't getting away for free. Rostos needs to be creating more space there. He can't be hanging around. Story, the same theme. No one survives. AWP collected. 3D Max back into this game. 2 more rounds left in the half. And Jocko goes, hold my beer. UJerks, you can do something magical. Well, I'm just gonna one-up you. Because I'm gonna do it with a Tech 9. And also, Wild Dinked.
A hero. He might have just given 3D Max a lifeline to stay in this series, to stay in contention of qualifying. That was a huge moment. But can they find something behind it? They're still consumed with the fear of God that UJerks is going to do more damage out from that Ivy position. AWP stays posted on him for now. Mid, though, in the meanwhile, being taken. Is that fully going to be taken? Okay, it will. It's backing off to throw some nades. Behind the boxes. Flash over the top. Jocko clears close. And can work together to move further. Deal with Story. Yes, they can. Perfect boost. Man advantage. That's more like it.
Well, that's one of the 2 Titans felled. Story neutralized. UJerks. Rest. And he just can't do wrong. How does he get away with 2? Roman as well goes 1 for 1. MUTiRiS rotates in. Maka left alone. He's not going to anticipate a Rosdos as well this close. Maka's just gone through the smoke. Like ships in the night, they pass by. MUTiRiS none the wiser. Maka gets the kill with a Tech 9 and is already steaming towards the B-bomb side. Maybe outplaying himself momentarily. Or is this so smart? Ooh, he spots out a Rosdos. Okay, that's information. Bomb. Oh my god, it's planted with no time left. Now, a Rosdos has closed the gap. AWP out. Shadow has been spotted, and a Rosdos. Okay, he gets very lucky there, because Maka, if he had committed to the peak towards Elevator, that would have been a round 1 and a 1 versus 2.
This is getting funky. Very funky. A decent try from Maka, but not quite enough. sAw survive another scare. It's been a brutal half for both teams. But sAw do have 8 rounds. You can't look past that. Worst case scenario here is 8-4. It's not a bad position. Find a 9. They'll be within touching distance yet again in this series.
Miscommunication kind of there. 2 Molotovs coming down the exact same position. Ooh, sAw is in the right position. What? That is so quick from Jocko. Story gets obliterated. Luckily for him, though, a Rosdos is there to get an even quicker trade. God, Jocko. This guy is fast with it. And because of that kill, even though it's a 4 versus 4, that favors the T side because Exorcies has found space towards middle. And if 3D Max choose to go towards A, Roman is the only defender, and you can see his attention is split between middle and A. He has no idea where to look. The longer Exorcies is alive here, the stronger it becomes. Wait, there's already a player on A. Graffiti. A false sense of security, perhaps, though, because he's just walked past Roman. There's the sound cue. Graffiti turns back around. Now the rest of the team is coming towards A. Rostos is low HP. MUTiRiS leading the charge. Graffiti does fall, but now MUTiRiS is also low. York doesn't matter about HP. Still smites him down. 3D Max, they've given themselves a fighting opportunity. Potentially the last half of the qualifier. Can 3D Max come back into it?
Is really not my key, but if you play your cards right, I might just think about it twice. Yeah. Say it like you mean it, I don't fake it and believe it when I see it. But for now, I just be breathing, doing nothing. I won't give in if you won't make a move right now. Oh, why do we go 360? You're hesitating, always busy. You know we always can go easy. Some moves, but you're staying behind. How come you don't get it when I say it like that? Like that, like that, like that. I've been giving clues and you're acting all blind. Trying to make some moves, but you're staying behind. How come you don't get it when I say it like that? Like that, like that, like that. Oh, why do we go 360? You're hesitating, always busy. You know we always can go easy.
There's only one spot left in Kato. At least as far as European teams are concerned. sAw due to play Atlanta next weekend. They're the favourites to win the whole tournament. It would be a shocker if they didn't make Katowice. They're in such good form at the moment. They lead this map 8-4. A pistol round here would do so much to put them in touching distance. Frags from Story and U-Jerks make it all the easier. Tag up onto Maka from MUTiRiS. Brings it ever closer. Rosler's taking space in the meanwhile. This is a stellar position for sAw.
So easy. Story adding another multi-frag to his collection. U-Jerks also leveling up his kills. They have over 30 kills combined. That duo is tearing through 3D Max right now. And there's only one thing on their mind. ESL Challenger Katowice. If they make another LAN, and then they make the major, for instance, like, it's undeniable that sAw are a real force to be reckoned with. Especially with their performance from Cologne. It's like, oh, okay, maybe that was a one-off. These constant qualifications are just kind of saying, no, like, we are here to stay. Like, we showed we can fight against the best, and now we're going to just show we are so consistent. A full Portuguese squad from a region that isn't necessarily known for its Counter-Strike prowess, showing us that, hey, I'm here to play. But they got to get past the force spy, and the first boost didn't work out, but the second one does for Jocko.
Big damage, but no frags. U-Jerks low as well. It's a 3-on-3. Still feels like more jeopardy. So we're bargaining for. Can MUTiRiS get out with the bomb? No, he cannot. Roman needs to do a lot of work now. And Graffiti. Low HP be damned. NP9 finds a barrage of headshots. This would catapult 3D Max straight back into the game. Money is snapped. They're not letting go.
VT had, what, like 4 HP? Something like that. Still leads the charge through gap. Creates the space and gets the kill. Ooh, we are alive. Remember, this is almost the exact same situation on Nuke. sAw take the lead going in second half. Win the pistol round. Lose the conversion. Remember what happened on Nuke. It's a little bit steeper, the scoreline. It was a 7-5 half. This time was an 8-4 half, but history doesn't repeat itself. This round's not looking great. They're on pistols. They're getting a lot of space on A. They're getting a lot of space for free on A.
Doesn't count for much, though. No frags are found off the back of it. All 5 are here, so there's no real alternative. It has to be an A committal. There we go, Graffiti. Teammate in tow playing in front of these smokes. Massive damage. This one's a non-starter, really, for sAw. Some frags are nice, but they're full eco in the following, so ample opportunity for 3D Max to bolster their economy. There is not much left in this game between these teams.
There was really nice counter utility down by 3D Max. It did scare me how sAw got very far onto like baby ramp and kind of towards gap, but because the counter utility, there was just no more space allowed. Is this round live? It's obviously a full eco, but MUTiRiS hasn't moved. I think someone just No. MUTiRiS is still yet to move. Oh no, there he is. Okay. They're just talking. Maybe MUTiRiS has the notes out. Maybe he's reading from his playbook. It's like story time. Everyone sit around the campfire and T-spawn.
Losing second round wouldn't have been in his agenda.
He's flicking through. He's like, okay, not great, but we can still make it work.
Well, chance some frags. But lucky. And Mr. Exorcise. They'll get their chance soon. So making us wait. And here we go. Up to their demise. Can't believe MUTiRiS actually unnatural. Ridiculous.
No armor, Glock versus armor 5.7. Obviously the Glock wins. Okay. 3D Max. The ball is in your court. Making Katowice by beating 9Z and sAw. You gotta give them respect. Would be the hardest way to qualify. You beat the two best teams in the qualifiers. And also, that means 8 and 3D Max qualify over 3D Max and sAw. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. No one anticipated it. And it's an opening kill. A very important gun round. But MUTiRiS bites back. Jocko and Lucky, very low HP. It's a scrap towards B ramp. And amidst all of that, Roman potentially has some space to work out of middle.
You jerks, you dirty boy. That's just how we like it. MUTiRiS finds a heady. Make it even better. And now Roman gets engaged. He knows he has space. Lucky, with all this presence towards the B stairs, just incentivizes Roman further. Massive kill for Lucky. And he's got the bomb, right? I think he does.
Honestly,
hard to
great
tell.
question. Yeah, he does. He does. Around the smoke. Does he realize he has... I mean, does he realize? I think so. I mean, he's definitely going to get the confirmation now. Does he realize there was two different players with the two different util sets? I would assume not, as he's still staring at Z. Bomb gets collected. He can't refute that. And the long con. They are holding for him. Oh, is this the perfect timing? As he slipped the net, they're not looking at him. Bomb can't be denied. He will remove the protection of EUJerks. Roman, one bullet is all he needs. Lucky plays around the smoke, but Roman saves the day.
Close but no cigar. Roman's a hero. Absolute hero. And that could have massive consequences. Every penny from 3D Max is getting invested here. Frankly, neither team has anything in reserve. Both teams on 1,900 loss bonus. There's going to be some pistols in the following for whoever loses this round. So we're ebbing ever closer. They're so close, they can taste it, but it's just... every time they get nearer in this series, be it Dust2 or now Vertigo. 3D Max just... the tenacity to not give in.
Story might have something to say about this round, though. Ecstasy's rotations are flocking towards him. That means a bit of extra utility, and it's placed perfectly. Oh, it's a shutdown. It's a bloodbath. Blood sprattering the walls. EUJerks, they almost fed the beast there for a second. Luckily, Graffiti puts an end to that madness. 2 rounds still separate these two teams, and sAw have no money. Even though Roman won round 17, did it by himself. No economy stored up. 3D Max are looking to make a statement here.
This feels like an even game now. Barely anything bought. Pord and the 3D Max keep numbers alive. They need a buffer. They're on no loss bonus. They need a bit of a buffer. Can't afford to play too many rounds on pistols towards the end of this half, and U-Jerks keeps us interested. A ripper of a headshot. Can more be found? Sandbags is a strong position. They don't have util to clear you out. Here's help. He's going to town Maka as well. So cavalry's arrived. 9 for 3D Max.
Big elephant in the room for me where Story had, I think it was 13 kills in like 5 rounds, 6 rounds. And now going to round 20, he's on 17. U-Jerk certainly has not slowed down. Yeah, he's really
I think
kept
he
up the
had
pace.
something like 15 in 8 rounds.
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Something like
around
that.
that mark. Something in that mark. It doesn't have to be specific, but the sentiment is still there of he has slowed down massively. He had 10 in 3, that's for certain. 11 in 4. U-Jerks though, as I mentioned, maybe Story slow down. U-Jerks has not. He's only been getting better and better. And Maka, the first to fall, even though we have a 3-man boost towards A, Maka gives up the first kill on ramp. And now sAw, pump the brakes. Look around to take some map control, but do it very calm and collected. However, they go up gap or up ramp. And don't
This boost is going to lose in the round.
Yep, okay,
Go B, go B, run. Absolutely sprint onto B. What are you waiting for, sAw? You know it's solo. That is a really late call.
They're saving.
Yeah, they're lucky that 3D Max didn't try and rotate, because that was a really slow call to end B.
Wait, are they going B?
They must be. Oh, you mean 3D Max?
3D Max are now committing.
If sAw lose this round, hesitation is the killer. Good kill from Roman.
Yeah, okay,
Keeps
now's
the
the
CTs
save.
at bay. It's very, very slow. They must not have got a clean call from A that it was a triple boost.
Still though, Alan, the hesitation, you were talking about it from sAw's perspective. Imagine if 3D Max haven't hesitated. They would have already been able to basically encircle the B bomb site. So if 3D Max was straight away committed to the call, instead of just staying 4A, I think they win that round, or at least make it a lot more contestable.
Yeah, I'm just thinking through it, because U-Jerks wasn't... You might have thought he died to just a double stack, right?
Yeah.
Far enough up? I'm not sure. You can somewhat see that he might... If he was looking towards them, he would have known immediately. But a lot gets lost in the fog of war. Ultimately, it doesn't cost them too much. The hesitation. 3D Max take a pause. Quick discussion. They have money to get a good buyout here. That isn't a question. What's going through their minds is how do they open up this round? How do they deal with U-Jerks over towards A? Because he has been a menace.
Thought that was a grenade. Oh my god, U-Jerks. He's just an unrelenting force. Nothing can stop him. Back-to-back rounds, he's got a very assertive opening kill towards ramp. And alongside Story support, this could be it. Smoke's gonna fade. Maka
Finally
wins out that
failed.
duel.
Somebody finally deals with
Okay,
U-Jerks.
finally.
God. Taking a lot, though.
Grenade.
3D Max needs to take a risk. Stack a sight. Get aggressive. This sort of posturing is asking for problems. asking for defeat. There's so much on Maka. A nade behind this smoke. Show some presence. But 3D Max is still lacking so much information. They don't know anything. Now that confirmation comes in and it's just Maka. He's not long for this world. And these rifles are of value. We can't be throwing them into the fray for nothing. It's a handy kill from Maka, but this gun is worth more than trying this retake.
They have no money in the next round. Are we going for this? Are we winning this? There's a kit down in front of Lucky. He's got a smoke. He's got 2 flashes. He hasn't picked up the kit. He goes back to collect the kit. You can tell Alan. Nerves potentially getting to him. Spam connects. Lucky still alive. Gets off the bomb. sAw go to 12. 1 round away from qualifying to Katowice, booking their flights to Poland. They have 3 opportunities to do so, and this will be their best one. The money is undesirable for 3D Max. A pause here could be very important, and if they just go straight into this round, I'm going to be worried.
I'm not sure they've got many pauses left.
That's actually a great
question. If they did, they should have used one. Look at this. They're not in favoring utility.
Again?
Triple boost. I mean, it worked once, but this is bold. It's so bold. Mid is fully exposed.
They got mollowed.
Yeah, pushed off. sAw 1 step ahead. They know what they're doing. Now can take ramp without a lot of resistance if they so desire. Just going to leave you jerks for now and redistribute the forces. As they head towards B, 3D Max have the same idea. So given where this bomb is heading, 3D Max are loading up the correct bomb site. What have we got here? 2 MP9s, a Deagle. It's not ideal. Mac is in the back lines with an M4. The nades are brutal. Jocko gone. 3 to go to crack open this site. Rosdos takes heads like it's his middle name. Make it a second. This is all over. 2 to find. Exorcist needs to go. Nuclear to save this bomb site. And he cannot. Just graffiti. And he can't deny sAw. sAw qualify for ESL Challenger Katowice. Did it the hard way too.
Lower bracket run. They make themselves work for it, but potentially that is also a sign of why they are so good. They're able to come through when they look maybe down and out. And a Rosdos in that last round, he was not having